Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm Mary Felling, physical therapist, and today I'm going to be showing you a technique that helps release the myofascial tension and restrictions through the front of the chest. This is really a good technique for any of you with shoulder pain who haven't been able to get fully recovered. We usually in traditional medicine miss this part of it. So this is not only good for people with shoulder pain, but also if you're having neck issues, if you're tight, if you notice you can't quite turn your head as far or lean back as far, this will really help open up and free the myofascial tension patterns in the neck as well. Okay, follow along. Let's get started. All right, so all you're going to need is a room where you have an open corner. So no pictures on the walls, nothing on the floor. So if you're not in that space yet, just pause the video, get yourself over there, and start up and join me again. So if you're already in that spot, this is what you're going to do. You're going to turn around. You're going to put 1 foot forward, doesn't matter if it's your right or left, towards the very, very corner, not right up against it. And the other foot's going to be about, maybe 12 inches behind the other foot, toe to heel. And then your hands go up, elbow height of your shoulder. So I'm not up here, I'm not down there, I'm right here. And in this position, you just lunge, bring your hips forward. And then if you need to, you can spread your arms out a little bit more, and that's it. All right, so for the rest of this video, you're gonna see me from the side. So let's get in the position. And again, I've got that 1 foot in front, the other foot about 12 to 15 inches behind. My arms are on either wall, elbow about the shoulder height. So I'm not down here, I'm not up here. I'm basically pretty even on both sides. And then very slowly bring your hips forward. You kind of lunge a little bit until you feel a nice pull through here. As you come forward, I'll kind of push your arms naturally out. And I'm there. So what you want to do is feel it, but not be in so much pain that you're tensing or you're holding your breath. So we've got the clock going. And if you'll notice, my knee, my right knee, the one that's, I'm going to take my hands away for a minute. This knee that's closest to the corner is still just over my ankle. If you're like this with your knee over the front of your toe, you're going to get really fatigued quick. So just take a check. If you are like this, bring your knee back a little bit and just bring your hips forward, and that'll save a lot of your energy to complete this technique. All right, so back to here and forward. You're going to feel this. Some of you might only feel it through the front of like the biceps. That's okay. That just means where you're tightest. Some of you may just be feeling it here. Anywhere through here is where fascial restrictions, fascial tension patterns will release with this technique. Okay, so I'm going to get back here. We're in minute 2 now. I'm just coming forward. You can also take your back leg out a little more if you need to, just to make it easier so that your front knee doesn't have to go so far. You can turn your foot out, give yourself some support. I probably wouldn't do this barefoot. It's a little hard on the feet to do this, but it's not a problem if you would prefer that. So in this position, what's happening is the front of the chest, the front of the shoulders, and the front of the upper arms are getting a nice elongation in the myofascial components. And so just as a reminder, we're in a fascial release position for a minimum of 5 minutes. So it takes that 5 minutes to get the piezoelectric effect elicited in the system. And that piezoelectric effect flows through the fascia. The fascia is like the copper wire of our body. And with the sustained mechanical energy, in this case, we have a sustained elongation. You begin at that 5 minutes to create rehydration in the fascial, where there's myofascial restrictions or tension. You get rehydration, elongation, and softening. And when that happens, it takes the strain and stress off across the front of the chest. We Americans, our civilization here, has us in a flexion position. We're a bent society. And so we just get so tight across the front of our chest, the front of our arms. It brings our head forward, and we get all kinds of problems with that by creating forward head positions, which creates a lot of strain to the back of the neck, up into the jaws, through the neck. So this is actually helping everything from the chest up through the neck, TMJ, and the back of your head. And a lot of tension headaches start in the back of the head. And so this is very helpful for that. So this is a great thing to do at the end of the day. You get home from whatever you do through the day, whether you're at a desk or standing, or maybe you're taking care of loved ones all day. This will really help undo all those positions and postures that cause the myofascial system to tense, create myofascial restrictions, and pull the body forward into a bent position so that you feel better. And the next morning, if you do this every day at the end of a work day, it doesn't matter if it's when you get home or just before you go to bed, do it at some point. It's very simple. It takes 5 or 6 minutes of your time, but it makes such a difference. Now, I'm only doing 5 minutes today, but at home you can be doing 6, 7, 8 minutes. You won't hurt yourself. You'll just be getting more and more releases. You want to feel this. If you feel kind of a nice pull, you're probably not in far enough. You want to go to where you notice, boy, that is a good stretch. You might feel some pain, but as long as you're breathing naturally and as long as you're relaxed, you're not injuring yourself. If you start feeling tense or, oh, I've really got to power through this, no, that's when people start injuring themselves. This is not a no pain, no gain thing. This is a pay attention to your pain and what your body's telling you so there's no injury. All right, so we're coming up to that 5 minutes. And so I'm going to stop here, but the rest of you can keep going for that 6, 7, 8 minutes. You'll just get more releases. You'll get more of the undoing of that day's tension patterns, from being forward over your desks, or maybe you're in front of a screen all day. So that the next day when you wake up, you're in as good a shape or better than the day before. You really can create a pain-free active lifestyle with these really simple kinds of techniques. So if you want to do a little deep dive, you can also go back to the YouTube channel. You're on my YouTube channel now, and look at some of the other techniques that help the front of the neck, the chest, to help get rid of any kind of pain in your TMJ, any headaches and things that you might be suffering from, so that you feel good every morning when you wake up. All right, everyone, thanks for joining me. Thanks for taking care of yourselves. That just spreads out to everyone in your family and your friends too. They enjoy having you around. All right, I will see you in our next video.